Hello.
Well, where do we start? It's a big story.
Long time ago.
It is a big story, isn't
Yeah, started. Yeah, a few years ago.
it? A few years ago. Was it your grandfather? Or?
My grandfather, yes, yeah. He established the business, yeah. He was very much involved when I joined the company.
We came in the 60s. Our generation, which was the third generation, came in the 60s, and at that time it was still a village bakery in the high street in Aberlour. We lived above the shop and we employed about 16 people.
When I started in the company, there were probably only maybe 12, 15 people in the company. I mean, 4 or 5 bakers, a couple of shop assistants, and that was all we had. And we just developed from there. It was a very, very slow, gradual progression. And we gave opportunities to local kids without a tremendous amount of education, but the dedication to working hard and doing their best. And we've sort of flourished in that sort of background.
I think what the family's created over 3 or 4 generations is something that is completely unique from a consumer and from a business perspective. All over the world we encounter nothing but goodwill and a real recognition of our heritage in Speyside, what the brand represents in terms of product quality and the essence of Scottishness.
We think that Aberlour is really a definitive home for the finest Scottish shortbread. It's a perfect environment to make superb shortbread. The reason the business has been successful is because of the quality of the product, and we've had 120 years of making the same simple product by the same family, and in many cases the same families have worked for us over the years.
Well, we're using British wheat flour, British sugar, the best quality fresh butter, creamery butter from the UK and Ireland. We just know that these products are the best. It's the same spec and the same quality of product we've been looking for years, and we always use the same supplier.
Well, I think we've maintained our standards the whole time. I think it's been the most important thing for us to make the best product in the market. I think everyone in the family had a desire to do that, to make it better than anybody else's. And that, I think, is what kept it going. I mean, we haven't compromised in quality or procedures or methods at all over those 50 years. It's stayed the same. And I'm very proud of that, actually.
There are other gaps there, and other people have been successful making different products, but we were fortunate when no one had really developed shortbread, and we put a lot of effort into shortbread, and I think we can justifiably claim to have been responsible for putting shortbread on the map worldwide. And there was no real international market for shortbread when we started, but now we're in around 100 countries and performing very well in several markets.
I'm sure there are many companies in the big wide world that would love to get their hands on what Walkers have created in terms of brand and business ingredients.
Lots of companies would like to have a position, and many companies imitate our packaging and our product. But we really think the whole success is down to integrity. And I always say that we are what we say we are, and we don't need a clever marketing man. We really are a 120-year-old family company. We've been doing the same simple product for 120 years. We're situated in one of the most beautiful parts of Scotland. Where else would you be for making the finest shortbread? We're a dedicated workforce. We always look after the environment very well. Corporate social responsibility has been a buzzword the last 5 or 10 years. We've been doing it for 100 years. We've always been looking after our people, but we never said anything about it. It's just a way to behave.
I guess what makes it unique is the fact that the family, in terms of business relationships, have ensured that through our partners, they become an extension of the family. So we have continuity and we build for the long term. It's quite unique in that respect. And many of the customers that we deal with, we've dealt with for 30 or 40 years. And I think that makes this quite unique in a modern corporate world.
When you see what my father and my Uncle James have achieved and built up, we really are striving to maintain that and keep it for the future generation.